Hello, good morning. This is a special Thanksgiving episode of the Better to Better podcast. I've taken a bit of a break, so this will be the first episode in weeks, but I figured I would just pop in. This is a very off-the-cuff episode, by the way. I'm literally making my coffee and pacing around my place while I record this, which I probably should stop because you can hear the pacing in the background usually, but actually when I'm talking like on the phone or recording anything, like when I recording a voice note or a voice message, I naturally start to pace. It's very calming to me. So I'm going to really have to stop myself. You could just hear the floor creak just now. Anyway, I am hoping to actually record a bunch of episodes today to be released later, but like to catch up and batch some episodes so that I can keep this pod as a weekly podcast. But life naturally caused me to take a break. I've mentioned it. I mentioned a few podcast episodes ago that I that I was making some changes career-wise or some additions. I'm still in private practice as a therapist. I'm just seeing less clients, and I've taken on a full-time job with a mental health agency. So I'm like 3 weeks into that, and it's been going well. So it's just caused me to have to shift my life a bit, my schedule, childcare things, all of that sort of stuff. But I'm excited to be back with the podcast. And this Thanksgiving episode is one in which it really came to me to talk about the fact that I've been feeling very interesting. I don't know. It's not odd. It's not weird. It's just, I don't know what the word is lately about myself, being a mother, people's ideas, thoughts, perceptions. And this has come up around the idea of Thanksgiving in particular, or holidays, which is that this Thanksgiving, I made a conscious decision to have my sons be with their fathers so that I could be alone. First of all, I guess should talk about myself as a person. I am an introvert, though I'm a very social and, I have an extroverted personality, people might say, but I rejuvenate in solitude. I get very anxious when my threshold, like my social battery, all of that. And I think I have a pretty high one. So I love parties. I love events. I love hosting. There's an event, yes, like I want to be there. That is me. And I am also very keenly aware of when I need to retreat. And if I don't feel good. So this even comes up like if people are visiting me or I'm visiting others. So this doesn't have to be some big social event. It's just being in the presence of other human beings, which poses a particular challenge as a parent and as a single parent. Because my children are often always around. They're around me a lot. And that realization only came to me maybe sometime last year where I was like, oh, being an introvert and being a parent, those don't go together well because I do not rejuvenate in the presence of other human beings. I do not. I enjoy the presence of other certain human beings, but I do not get to my good mental and emotional state in the presence of other people. I need to be by myself. So that means I have to be very deliberate about creating that solitude and that alone time. So that's what I did this Thanksgiving. And I feel like some people didn't get that or understand that. And also, I recognize that I could be projecting my own thoughts and feelings on some other people. And I'm saying some, I don't know, it could be one or two, but it's just easier for me to refer to it as. Some people did clearly indicate like, oh, that's interesting that you don't want to be with your son today, which is not true that I don't want to be, but like that's how it's kind of seen and presented. And others is just kind of me being like, oh, society thinks that X, Y, and Z, and some of my own projection. But the reality is I know myself as a person. I know how I best show up for other people, including my children. And being able to have that space is one of the factors. Another big thing here is that I'm supposed to host Christmas dinner, which I'm excited to do. I did it last year. So I'm going to have my fill of lots of people cooking, doing lots of things, all of those things, and I'm excited about it. Which is also why I was like, okay, I can just lay low for Thanksgiving. I did get invited to like a Friendsgiving by a friend that I do plan to attend later today. But I am so excited right now for being able to do my solo thing the first part of the day. Like, totally excited. In terms of the dating space, I had the possibility of seeing someone like earlier today, and I purposely told them I am intending to be in solitude for many of the hours of my day. This is all intentional. I've had my children go with their fathers. My oldest is actually with my mom and then will be with his dad. All of this was on purpose because I realized what I need. And the very rare instance in which I am without at least one of my children. I'm not always with both of them, but I'm almost always with at least one of them. Because, parenting, and particularly single parenting, where if you are going to be away from your kids, it is because they are in school or you have requested or paid someone to be with them. Like, those are the options that you have if you're not going to be around your child. When you're partnered with somebody, there's the possibility of, like, you're just, leaving them with their dad as you go out somewhere or something like that. So I have to make very deliberate space when it comes to these things. So that being said, I need to stop pacing. That being said, and I need to get my coffee. It's in the French press. This is me saying, take the space when and if you can, and more so, think about how you function as a person and what is a good, do you need people around you to really rejuvenate? Like, if that's your thing, then you want to be conscious of that. And something like being at a Thanksgiving dinner or something like that might be the thing for you to, like, get that energy you need. When I go to, like, a dinner, like I'm going to be going, I'm super excited. But, like, this solitude that I'm having right now helps prepare me for that experience to really, like, lean into it and enjoy it and show up as a, great guest or friend or whatever. But that's not where I get my energy and my grounding, not at all. So I'm going to have my coffee, then I think I'm going to go to a workout class, and then I want to read at least something I rarely get to do, read like 3 chapters in a row of my book, and just curl up on my sofa by myself. And I'm so excited for this. And I think people are like, what? Like, I'm good because I know my circle. I know the people in my life. I'm well supported. I feel loved every day. There's just not a day in my life. I've been fortunate in my life. There's not a day in my life where I have not felt loved. Even when I was going through hard things with people in my life, it could have been a breakup, anything like that, I still knew I was loved. And so I don't question that. And so I don't feel the need to, like, oh, it's the holidays, you have to be with X, Y, and Z. And I, to be clear, I take this, like, as it goes, like Christmas, I do think it would feel odd to me to, like, not be around others, particularly because, like, I have the kids and I want them to be around, like, family and friends and other people. New Year's is interesting, and I'm sure there will be more to come on this as New Year's approaches. New Year's, since my breakup from CP1, has always felt a little lonely. And then I was in a relationship, and so it felt better then. And then I had the breakup with CP2, and it's felt like there's something about New Year's that's very interesting to me. And when I say a little lonely, I don't mean bad. I've had great New Year's since. I remember the first New Year's after I had my breakup with CP2 and I moved into my place, my sister came to visit, and that was awesome. Like, these don't equate to bad, but there's definitely a sense of loneliness and some other stuff that I need to explore and reflect on. So maybe everyone will be fortunate enough to go down that path with me. But what I'm saying is, I'm so excited for this Thanksgiving Day. I'm currently getting my coffee, gonna look out my bay window at the pond, get myself ready for a workout, do some reading, because I think I'm going to miss the first workout class that I wanted to do, and then go to a class, hopefully. And yeah, I look forward to the rest of the day. I will be seeing my mom. I'm going to be going by her house to get food, and if my oldest son is still there, meaning he hasn't been picked up by his dad yet, then I will see him as well. But usually the way Thanksgiving has been done in the past with me is I have the kids the first half of the day and they go with their dads the second half anyway, or at least my oldest, and maybe it's the opposite with my youngest. But my point is, I always split the holiday anyway, so they never usually spend the whole holiday with me unless we travel somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it's the norm for them to be with their dads at some point anyway on the holiday. And they get to be with their dads most of the day on this Thanksgiving. So I wish you a wonderful day, however you choose to celebrate. Time alone, time with family, lots of food, not lots of food, whatever. And I guess, this is the part where we talk about what we're grateful for, which is something I do on a daily basis. So I'm so grateful for being able to have the ability to have this space that I recognize I need, especially in the context of this new job, which there's a whole episode I need to do just on the financial aspect of things that I've been planning for a while, and then I wanted to wait until I got a job, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to talk about how that, goes into the whole recovering from a breakup, parenting, single parenting, all of that stuff. Anyway, I wish you a very wonderful day. Hey, by the way, I can be found in other places beyond this podcast. Search my name on YouTube and you'll find my channel. Subscribe for periodic how-to videos for dealing with breakups and mastering dating. That's right, I said mastering dating. It's a skill, ladies. I can also be found on Instagram at tracypannock.datingcoach. And lastly, I most encourage you to join my email list where you get breakup and dating support delivered to your inbox, in addition to getting the most exclusive access to my programs and coaching services. My email list subscribers are the first to know when my coaching programs launch and the only people to get discounts when they're offered.